Hello everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Seaborn. The party makes it back to their ship, creates it again out of the box, hops inside, and I think everyone is just exhausted from the day and goes to rest.
We do bring back Mirabelle.
Right.
And all of our stuff.
Right. It's a quiet afternoon and evening on the ship. I think anyone really says anything to each other. Unless you have something specific you want to say. But it doesn't seem like it. The next morning, everybody...
I can't say anything because I'm dead.
The next morning...
In case you were wondering. In case you missed that part.
The next morning, you guys wake up, and I think Temriel gathers everybody for a spell.
Yes, we'll do this on the beach. So I instruct them to circle around them. I burn some incense right next to her body. And
the smell of incense and death.
Now I shall speak with Maribel to find out what her wishes are.
Do we hear that, Neil? Or is it like a communion?
You hear what he's saying.
No, but like the discussion, will we hear it or no?
Yes, it will come from the body, I believe.
Cool.
Okay, and I cast Speak with Dead.
You can ask her 2 questions. No, you are a little... You may ask her 3 questions. You have 3 minutes.
Be advised, the spell dictates that the dead will be as evasive as possible in answering questions. Just saying.
All right, so I'm going to time it. Give me 10 seconds, and then I'll say mark, and you've got 3 minutes to ask her up to 3 questions.
But I have to have thinking time, Neil, so don't punish me for that.
Yeah, you already killed her.
That's the veto
Go.
of thinking time.
Go.
Maribel, unfortunately, you have died. Would you like to continue fighting, even past your death?
A warrior who loses in battle does not deserve to fight any longer.
Talk about her burial or not. Ask for the...
How would a warrior like yours, what is the Minotaur custom for burial? You have fought on the battle and been slain victoriously, so you should be proud. But how would you like to be buried?
When a warrior is slain, those who remain must decide how to remember them.
I look at Trellis. Is there anything you would like to ask your dear friend?
Is there any unfinished business you'd like me to attend to that you were not able to do?
I relay that exact question.
And you will be missed, friend.
The only battle that cannot be won with force is friendship, and the only treasure that cannot be stolen is memory.
The spell fades, and Maribel returns to her death state.
Except if you're amnesiac.
Truly the wise words of a warrior. It is in her final moments where she leaves us with the most insight. Now, as per her wishes, I propose that the practical way of doing this is by burning the body.
We shall, and I will carry some of the ashes of her with me. And we will take the rest to sea.
There's plenty of driftwood nearby. The dense and dark forest is a little bit spooky, so I think you guys just gather driftwood up, create a nice big bonfire, and torch her.
Wait, Neil. Stop burning all the goods. I know you're rushing through this, but Dark Elf got you. Well, as far as I know, I believe that Minotaurs come into life like humans and elves, fully naked, and thus we should restore her body to the universe, fully naked. I start removing the clothes and the goods. It would smell bad too, anyway.
Of course, it is only practical to do so.
The body is ready. May the festivities begin.
Okay.
The death festivities. You know, in some countries, in some areas of the world, they see death as a festive place. You should remember the spirit of Maribel and inhibited in this dreaded day. Let's eat grass.
Maribel is burned. It takes a long time for the body to burn, for the pyre to go down, so I think you guys probably spend that whole day with it, gathering up the ash and everything. Yeah, you could take off in the late afternoon, but it would be dark by the time you reach the temple. Definitely dark before you got back from the temple.
Okay, I start the fire with a sun scorch. In a very ritualistic, magical way.
Body goes up in flames. Is there anything you guys would like to do that day while you are watching her burn?
I'd like to do a Maribel memorial with her armor and kind of put it on the ship as if she was still there with us.
In a very obvious way, I kind of just lay out her pack in front of everyone and say, well, it would be a shame to let her, whatever tools she had, go to waste. I'll just find out what she had. And I review the inventory of Maribel. What?
You're so cold, comrade, I say with a huge smile that totally agrees with this.
I find something to hold her ashes in, and then I also, can I put it in that necklace that I had? Or is that like just a...
No, it's just a crystal pendant.
Okay, and then I find like a little vial I can tie something with around my neck, and then
if you want, I can take care of that pendant for you so you can make room for Maribel's ashes.
Don't worry about it, thank you. And then I carry on. I'm very short with everybody today.
Okay. Eventually, all is done. Maribel, what did you have on your character sheet?
Well, Bird. Someone's going to have to feed Bird.
Well, isn't it in the city or is it always with us on the ship? I think it's at the city, no?
It's up to you, Maribel. Do you take Bird with you on the ship?
I forgot to this time, but I usually would have insisted once we were reunited. So yeah,
Okay.
I would think she would have been on the ship if I'm allowed to retcon.
Yeah, it's fine.
Bird is a she, by the way. And then I had...
So there's bird. Wait, I'll write it down so that we can split it up. Bird, one of the things. Okay.
And then I pretty much just had a ton of weapons. I also had a magic scimitar. I had him get me a halberd. I had a sketchbook and like stuff to write with, like charcoal, but that's not really, you can just
All right.
get that or make that. Flint and steel. Spyglass.
I also had that. So we had an issue with this one.
Bags of raw ore, I think I still had. Excuse me. Parchment, 2 sheets of parchment.
Okay.
Steel dagger, bronze dagger. Unless I gave those away, which I
Bronze
might have
dagger?
last time.
No, I gave you the dagger. I think.
Okay. 50 feet hemp rope, which weighs 20 pounds, by the way. I already said 5 spears. We already used those to build the thing. I have a very old ink and ancient quill that I took from the temple. Don't know if they even stored it,
Nice.
I think. And
Dark Albert is proud of this one when he sees it. He's like, oh, she took something.
it's a lot of stuff that like someone handed her and she took and she just kind of forgot it was like in her bag. It's like all, she has like a bag. It's all just like rustling around in the bottom and stuff.
Yeah.
In the bottom of the bag, you also find a pearl necklace worth 400 gold.
Yeah,
Maybe?
we all had that.
Yeah. And then this is on the ship. I just had extra sales and supplies for the ship, but that's not mine. It just was noted on my
Yeah.
character sheet.
Didn't you have gold or did we spend it? Did you spend it all?
Oh, yeah, I have. My character sheet I had some Dropbox problems and it didn't save. So I think I had more because we split it up last week. But before last week, I had listed 209 gold.
All right.
But I think we got more last week.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay, I take it you noted all that.
Yeah,
Jen?
I did.
Oh, I also had a container of ash. I don't know why, but I did.
Okay.
I picked it up at one point. I think I was thinking it'd be cool to like smear it on my face as like battle paint.
Hmm.
I never did anything with it.
All right. Okay. So, let the
Well,
fun
we must
begin.
we must all be in low spirits after this one's loss. Perhaps the least we could do is to have a good meal for dinner. I kind of look at the others.
Thinking what I'm thinking. I see while looking at him.
I shrug.
Well, this is the freshest meat we will have in a while.
Oh, I was thinking going vegetarian. You're thinking of eating bird?
What? Oh my gosh. I will hate you from.
Dark Albert totally thought of it, but he's playing dumb right now.
I will not join you in the eating, as I do not require it. However, I believe it would raise your morale if you eat a delicious meal at least. I can help prepare it.
Sorry, it's
Don't
so
see
horrible.
any resistance to this, so I get out the coral sword.
And nobody says anything? Dark Albert is like looking at this happening and he's like,
Does Trellis see this too?
Ryan? Trellis? Dark Albert's not saying shit. He's just like looking at it happen. That's horrible.
I'm like out of it anyways, so I don't really notice.
Okay, I walk up the bird who's probably tied up, and I lop the head off.
Like Maribel dying sucks. This is a twist of the knife.
I'm so sorry, Anna.
I'm like tearing up a little bit.
Oh no.
I make use of the bonfire for the purposes of cooking bird.
It's so sad. Oh my god. Oh, and
Does someone have a cooking proficiency?
No.
Who's making the food?
You don't even cook bird well. Sure.
Whoever's Temril, would you make me I believe it's a dexterity check at -5 to cook bird? I'm sorry, it's an
Want me to
intelligence
try?
check, -5.
No, you're doing it. You're doing it.
Temril.
Oh, this is so horrible.
And then plus, and then plus 1 there.
It's been a long time since you've made any food. You end up dropping bird inside like the fire, and it gets covered in ash and is completely inedible.
Maybe you could raise bird as an undead bird.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so horrible.
This just got so dark.
Wow.
I know.
So, you guys have something else to eat, and
Oh, man.
let's just skip to the next day. The next day comes along. You guys are looking at that river. Upriver, about a mile, is this temple.
One.
But that river is clearly very dangerous, and you've got to trek the whole way again. This time you don't have Maribel with you. But you still have your 2 sea wolves, and you've got Ryan. Do you guys give him a better weapon than his short sword? Because there's a couple of magic scimitars lying around right now.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty hungrily at one of them.
Yeah. Are you feeling more scimitar or more coral sword guy?
Beggars won't be choosers.
Magic scimitar it is!
Woo!
I think it looks piratey.
Right, he takes it. Is there anything unique about this scimitar that I need to know?
It's magical.
Fantastic. Look at my old notes of the scimitar.
Hey, Trellis. How about I give you back your knife in case you need it?
Sure, that's fine.
Magical hard carver. I thought it would cheer you up to get back your goods.
After the check up on the bonfire, the Minotaur bones are kind of intact, right?
Yeah. Interesting skeletal structure.
Of course, I will not raise them, but let's see. During the night when the crew is sleeping, I am going to put it in the hold.
Okay. And how will you hide them in the hold?
I will cover it with some cloth.
Okay.
Not very hidden, just
Okay. All right, Minotaur bones are in the hold, under a cloth. So you're looking up that dark, shadowy riverbed. You know the temple's in there somewhere.
Alright, so Trellis, you got it on your character sheet. I'm removing the hard carver knife.
Okay.
Okay. Removing the knife. It has +2, by the way, because I discovered that.
+2. Is this one the magic one or no?
Yeah, the magic
Okay.
of +2. It's called the hard carver. Who is yours?
Oh, I thought mine was obsidian something.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Its name is
Okay.
Heart Carver, but it is an obsidian bladed knife.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I thought it would cheer you up somehow.
I don't know. When you kill my best friend's bird, that doesn't really cheer me up.
It's not my character that did it.
Get wrecked.
It's not my character that did it. He just stood there like you and like
Yeah.
I apologize for the poor preparation of the bird.
The least you can do is gather the ashes and mix them with hers.
Oh,
At least they can be buried together.
we can do this.
Okay.
There are plenty of other things you could have eaten out there. I'm just bitter now towards everybody and kind of annoyed.
All right.
Well, onward to the temple. Would you like to scout ahead, Trellis, or shall one of my sea wolves take point?
You can send one of your sea wolves.
Okay. I command the sea wolf, walk ahead of us 100 or 50 feet along this riverbed.
All right. It kind of along because it's a seal trying to grow up a riverbed and rotting undead seal, and it's making its way 50 feet in front of you. Everything seems to be going fairly well. You're about a half mile in when, surprisingly quickly, one of those loopy-like vines drops down from above almost out of nowhere and wraps itself around the seal's head and begins to tighten and lift. And the seal begins to rise off the ground.
Hey, it's a flying seal.
Would you guys like to take an action?
We should go a different direction. I say as I nonchalantly point at the seal getting carried into the sky. And I start turning around, walking back.
Where are you going to go?
Can we go around?
Well,
Like-
it's,
Yeah, we want to take a circle around that.
so you want to like leave the riverbank and go along the sides or something?
Yeah, the side that didn't get grabbed.
Okay, well, it kind of came down out of the middle-ish. I guess it was a little bit more to the right side than it was to the left. You guys go left.
And it's like taking a circular berth around it. And we will make our way back to the riverbank, but we'll take a small detour.
Sure. All right, you move out into the side and start to go around.
I will command the other sea wolf walk 50 feet ahead of us. Well, actually, this is a little bit tougher to track, right?
Yeah, well,
Walk
the sea
20
wolf
feet
also
ahead.
can't get up the embankment. It's a seal. It's a big fat seal. It can't climb a hill.
Okay. Come, help me carry this sea wolf. I mentioned to Trellis and to Ryan and to Albert. It's kind of zombified, kind of smells.
Does anyone help him lift the undead seal up onto the riverbank?
I don't.
I follow my captain's orders.
Okay. Ryan follows
I sing.
Albert.
While saying, I follow my captain's orders.
Okay. You and Ryan help Temriel lift the undead seal onto the river bank. It's slow going on the side as the seal has to arf its way through the brush. You guys kind of have to like help hack the way in front of it. But eventually, after a good half hour, you manage to curve around and get back to the riverbank.
All right, once again, walk 50 feet ahead of us, seal.
You continue along. After another half mile, you come to a temple on the bank of the river. There's a small kind of, you call it a collapsed area, almost like a pathway that would lead up to it. It looks like once upon a time this was maybe a dock that had a nice shallow ramp that leads up to the temple itself, making it quite easy to get up there. When you
Ah, we have arrived, I exclaim. This is the temple of a fellow cleric of Tempos. And it is here where we shall obtain the map. Now, Albert, and I must remind you as a devout follower of Tempos that you follow his will, which is to not take anything from the temple that does not belong to you, which is none of it, which is all of it. You will not take anything. Albert.
All right, Captain.
An ancient stone temple stands before you. The foundation has been upturned by roots, and the walls are overgrown with vines. What was once brilliantly white marble is now dingy gray-green. The entranceway and its stone doors are held open by python-like roots from the trees searching for soil. Above the doorway, etched into stone, is the black and blue hourglass of Tempos. The whole thing looks mostly ruined.
Okay. Dark inside, I take it?
No, within the main chamber lay many destroyed statues of the gods. The ceiling is semi-collapsed and lets light beams and vines in from the dense forest outside. Dead leaves and dirt litter the floor. The far side of the room has a massive but shattered hourglass. The yellow sands poured out into the room all over.
Okay. As I am, of course, a cleric of Tempos, I feel at home here, and I lead the party around. I'll take point. I go to the room with the hourglass, the broken hourglass.
As you enter the chamber, you notice sand begins to fall from the ceiling, and you all drift off into a magical sleep. At this point in time, I would like all the players, except for one, to take off their headsets or mute their audio, and then I will signal for you guys to put them back on, and we'll just go from there. So we're going to start with Trellis. Would everyone else please remove headsets or mute audio, and we will see how it goes.
All right.
Okay, one moment. I need to see how to do that here. Audio option. Okay, I'll just turn my sound off.
Cool. All right, Trellis.
Okay.
You wake up. You are in a brand new temple. It's kind of like the one you were in before, except all the statues are there. The ceiling has a beautiful painting all over it that shows the constellations of all the gods, but drawn out as the gods actually are. And you can see that the two sides kind of warring against each other and all the other gods in their positions. Before you, in front of the statues, stand 5 pedestals. And kind of materializing from the ground is a being made of sand. Sand rolls from the limbs, drips from the fingers, rolls down the body, kind of pools at the feet, but doesn't really change the shape of him despite the sand constantly falling off of him. It's clearly genderless.
Okay.
What do you do?
Is he coming towards me?
No, it just kind of rises from the ground before you and the 5 pedestals.
I walk towards it.
As you approach, it says, kind of a wispy voice, "Within each of us, there is the potential for greatness. It is your decision to serve yourself or to serve the world. The people who once lived and served in this temple lost sight of that. They served themselves under the guise of serving the world. They plied themselves with great wealth, honors, and power while calling themselves heroes." It turns and gestures to the pedestals. "Fate has led you here, and fate has a need of you. I welcome you to take what you need, but beware the weight of your greed. Though selflessness brings great hardship, it is the path of the strong." And it just stands where it is, gesturing to the 5 pedestals.
Is there anything on the pedestals? They're empty,
Yes,
right?
no, there are things on them. The one in the dead center has a rolled up map. You can see these like bright, vibrant colors kind of outlining the shape of the world on one side of it. The pedestal to the right of that has a magnificently crafted elven longbow with a silver string. To the right of that are 15 red feathered arrows. On the other side of the map, on one pedestal, stands a trio of potions. And on the one beside that stands a sack. Looks like it has coins in it, but you can't see it without at least opening it.
So I look to him again. So if I take anything, that's greedy then. I should go on with what I have already.
Fate has a need of you. I welcome you to take what you need.
But you said greed would be my downfall.
Beware the weight of your greed. You must choose your own path, and you must choose how you get there.
Well, I know my group needs a map. I'm fine with my bow, but I mean, I kind of contemplate and think about this because I've just have so much on my mind already with the certain deaths recently. I'll go ahead and take the map then. I know that's something that we'll need. And I don't find that to be greedy. So I go ahead and ask for the map.
The Sandman gestures and says, "Please take it."
Okay, and go up to the map, and then I go ahead and grab it.
You drift off into sleep. Go ahead and take your headsets off. I'm going to wave to the next people.
Okay.
Jen, can you hear me? Genevieve? Dark Albert?
Hi.
All right, you guys are all back now? Jen, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Sorry. I suddenly saw a lot of movement.
That's exactly what I need. Jen, you're next, so would everyone else please remove your headsets or mute your audio whenever, and I'll wave to you guys when I need you back again.
Okay.
Just give them a moment to get quiet. Alright, I think they're quiet now. Alright, Dark Albert, you wake up.
Yeah.
You are in what seems to be the same temple, but it's beautifully restored. Each of the statues is lifelike. You can even tell that their faces are painted. They're wearing long robes. They hold things in their hands. They look like this is the true way you should build statues to the gods. The walls have murals on them. The ceiling has a beautiful tapestry of the gods. And standing before you are 5 pedestals. Materializing out of the ground is a being made of sand. It could be male, it could be female. You can't really tell, but there's just kind of this descending trickle of sand over it. It rolls down and falls from the limbs. It trickles down the body, but the being stays inside, even though it keeps shedding sand, forming a pool at his feet. What do you do?
I say hello, Sandman.
Welcome.
Oh, you're friendly.
Yes.
I like that. Are you Tempos?
Close enough.
Interesting. I've heard a lot about you from that guy.
You look around. Your friends are not here.
Oh.
The
I
doors
thought-
are shut behind you, and there's no apparent light source in the entire room, but it is well lit.
Ah, then I say from your servant back there. Tamriel?
Within each of us, there is the potential for greatness. It is your decision to serve yourself or to serve the world, it says in an ethereal voice. The people who once lived and served in this temple lost sight of that. They served themselves under the guise of serving the world. They plied themselves with great wealth, honor, and powers, while calling themselves heroes. It turns and now motions to the pedestals, each of which has something sitting on it. Fate has led you here. Fate has a need of you. I welcome you to take what you need, but beware the weight of your greed. Though selflessness brings great hardship, it is the path of the strong.
What are on the 5 pillars?
One of them has a beautiful map. It looks like it may be a map of the world. It's kind of rolled up, though, as a scroll. Another one, to the right of that, has a big, fat spell book bound in deep blue leather. To the right of that is an unraveled set of mithril lockpicks, kind of in a nice leather case. On the other side of the map, on the one pedestal, are 3 scrolls wrapped up, kind of stacked on each other. And to the left of that is a bag that looks like it's bursting with coins, although you can't quite tell their color without opening the bag.
Seemed like that was crafted just for me. I say with a big smile. I was told Tempos didn't wish me to take anything. Is that correct?
No, that is wrong. Fate has led you here, and fate has a need of you. I welcome you to take what you need, but beware the weight of your greed, it says again.
I need the map.
Anything else?
No.
Take it. It is
I
yours.
need your blessing.
It is yours,
I think
as is anything else you would desire. Here.
I wish for your blessing.
The sand doesn't really do anything at that.
Oh. Well, I guess this will have to do.
Okay.
I look at the map, Neil.
As you unfurl it, you just kind of drift off to sleep.
Oh, I'm disappointed and fall asleep.
All right. You wake up, as does everyone else. Trellis? Trellis?
Hey.
We're just waiting
We all
for
move.
V.
Look at us.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Everybody wakes up. Temeriel, you didn't even go to sleep. You just kind of walked in here and looked around. Sand fell all over you, and then your two friends behind you say something, I presume. Albert and Trellis, you wake up. You're still standing in the same spot as when you walked in.
So, like, do we
have our items that we chose?
You look around. You don't have anything in your hands, but on the ground before you is a map. Rolled up
I pick
in
it
a
up.
piece of leather.
That's the thing I just picked up.
Ah, excellent. You got the map.
You told me not to pick anything, but Tempos told me it was not true. Tempos told me I should pick what I need, and I need the map.
Yes, exactly. That is what we came here for. The map belongs to us, so you should pick the map.
Also, Trellis and Albert add 1 to your strength scores on your character sheets.
What?
We will adjust the stats after when we close out the show.
Okay.
What are your new strength scores, by the way?
14.
14.
Oh, nice.
I see Tempos has blessed you. Well done. Trellis, did you also pick the map?
Yes, I did.
I am proud of both of you. I assume Ryan
Huh?
did.
What map?
Uh,
What are you guys talking about?
well, we got what we came for. Let's go back to the ship.
I'm the one who picked the map. Did everyone get this trial, or was it just me?
I also got this trial and I picked the map.
So do we have 2 maps?
Just 1.
I believe we only have the one because it's the same map we both chose.
Or one of us took something else and is hiding it.
It's laid upon the ground in front of us. I have no reason to lie.
I look at the necklace and say nothing.
Excellent job. Well, with this map, we will no doubt be able to find our destination.
Okay. Does anyone look at the map?
Yeah, I want to open
Yes.
the map.
All right, on one side of the map, you see the entire continent and part of the southern continent. On the other side of the map, you have a kind of a close-up view of the immediate area around you. It's not super close in, it's like 100 miles-ish of the area around you. So one side has like just the vague outline of everything, and then the other side has a immediate detail.
But before we leave, I should check on my fellow cleric. And I kind of start shouting, Corbin, do you happen to be around? Corbin?
And I think on that note, we're going to end for today. And that's going to be that for Misscliks D&D Seaborn.
Woo!
Well,
Oh, I just want to know what would have happened if I took something else. Damn it, Neil.
now you'll never know, Jen. I suggest we replace today's shoutouts with our fondest memories of Maribel. Or augment our shoutouts, whatever. We got plenty of time.
No, we should commence Maribel because
Yes.
she was such a great character. And my favorite memory of Maribel is when we had to swoon with the guy at dinner. And we sold the ship for a lot more than everybody thought we would get. And we didn't even have to sleep with him or anything.
That was pretty good. I liked Maribel's attachment to Ryan.
Oh, man, that was my moment.
That was just...
my moment.
There was something so sweet about that, you know?
With the drawing and the posing.
Maybe he would have taught her about love.
You know, there were things on that pedestal for Maribel. I had a whole set of things.
Can you tell us?
Yeah, Maribel, because you all more or less had the same thing. Maribel had the choice.
I didn't hear any of it though.
Oh, well,
Yeah, tell her her choices. Make her pick.
basically there were 5 pedestals, and you could choose any number of the things on them, but there was some cryptic warning about the weight of your greed and not taking too many things. And the choice that you would have had would have been between the map, a gleaming mithril halberd, a crimson love potion, a violet potion that would transform you into a human, and a bag of money.
Whoa.
So you could have taken any number of those that Maribel wanted.
Oh man, she would want all of those really bad.
Yeah, and I was really hoping you'd take the love potion and give it to Ryan.
Oh.
Dang.
Yeah.
What would you have done?
That definitely fits within her value system because especially as she was evolving, I wanted her to be more just kind of like, she was this subservient bodyguard, but then she kind of realized that she was like this epic warrior, and it was like her new goal was just to like test herself in battle and find worthy opponents basically, and like prove herself the strongest and best. So it totally fits within her value system to make someone drink a love potion because she would see that as her just like besting them, and that was fine. Halberd definitely, she's obviously like a weapons collector, so like the halberd would have been very tempting, although she's also very practical, so if she didn't think that it would give her any like actual better skill or anything, she probably wouldn't take it just because it was pretty, although she is kind of artistic. She would have pondered the become a human, like she would have reached for that first, the become a human potion. She would have like immediately reached for that, but then like slowly drawn her hand back and been like, no, I'm good who I am because I'm a warrior who has proven myself over and over, and that's because of who I am. So she definitely would have taken the love potion. And she's like kind of uninterested in the mission, so she would like kind of like hem and haw over the map a little bit and like, and probably end up taking it just because she would think that Trellis wanted her to.
Oh. Well, I'm really sad to see her go. Trump.
Yeah, I have a lot of great memories of Maribel.
I'm thinking.
Even like you just reminded me when we first started, you were so easy to control, and you would just whatever. But you really had a lot of character development. I liked how you extorted Bruno not to kill Mayor.
Yeah.
And then you ended up killing Mayor Trumpet. Good stuff.
I was gonna say Mayor Trumpet. Damn it, you guys are stealing all my great moments.
There were a lot of moments with Ryan, though. Like, the love story with Ryan has special moments in it. What was your favorite one there, if you don't have another one?
With Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
It was the drawing sequence. Like when he posed like this and then like that. I always have a new one. Oh man, I was totally gonna do something and people voted and it was in favor of that. I had a plan.
What?
I had a plan to... I guess I'll say it and I might still use it, like your characters won't know, but I wanted to alter self to like either create a minotaur that you'd meet again and again in towns we'd go to and like flirt with you, or alter self to be a female human to flirt with Ryan to drive your character nuts. I was unsure about which one I'd go with.
I think my favorites were, I think the ongoing Donalda Trumpet saga and getting Bruno to agree to pay me 1 gold per day and then just like staunchly accepting that as truth. Like, yes, and you owe me this many gold now. And then finally killing her was really good. And then, oh, dang it. I just had one that was even better than that. Oh, when she gave the first speech that started turning the townspeople to follow her, like where she was kind of this like great war general that was walking around and like patting people on the arm and getting them all worked up, and like finally they started yelling for, I forget what she was trying to get them to do, but it was the first time that anyone like followed her orders on the beach.
I like when we got the dog face army. That was pretty sweet. And they were like bringing us gifts and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
Well, I guess Anna, you and I will work out a character sometime in this next week, and we'll find a way to bring you into the storyline.
Anna, did you want to reveal anything about your background, any more information you had, or like story or character development you had planned?
I think you guys mostly knew it, but just the story was that like the person who had like basically given her humanity and started teaching her other things besides like kill things for me was this sage that her previous like master killed, and that sent her into a rage, and she beheaded the guy that she was supposed to be protecting. And so she was wanted in most major cities for having killed the lord that she was supposed to protect. So that's why sometimes she kind of got chased around and stuff. But I think you guys knew most of that already. Yeah. I'm surprised you guys didn't claim the 25,000 gold reward for my death.
Not worth.
No. Correction. It has not been claimed yet.
Well, the body's been burned.
Yeah, I took the bones.
It was a pretty remarkable skeleton, like you said.
That's true.
I mean, I thought you guys didn't even think of it, but...
What about the skeleton?
Nothing.
Oh, for the bounty. Alter self. Alter self.
Alright. Well, I think that's it for Misscliks this week. We will see you guys next Tuesday for some more Seaborn action. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.